Okay, so it's just like anything, you know, backyard dodgeball. Anything you want to say?
Backyard
Um,
dodgeball.
yeah, dude, backyard dodgeball. Fuck off.
Where's
I'm
the
gonna
line?
I'm gonna kill
Where's the
you.
line?
Okay, so we're gonna go one at a time. You're just gonna pick from the spectators. That's the pool of players that's remaining, and then we're gonna do a map draft. Map draft is I don't know who said it, but we're not gonna do a draft every game. We're gonna do the final three maps. Are gonna be the three maps of the game in order. So think about that. I'm gonna send you a link in Discord, and it's just gonna open up a website, Overwatch Draft, and you just pick a team. You just pick maps to ban over and over and over again until there's three left. But we'll worry about the person draft right now. So, Stutas, you're first.
Are we really allowed to just choose all of the grandmasters of the server?
Just pick anyone.
Yeah.
We choose half.
All right, I'll take Rigby.
Oh man. Oh man.
Oh my god, guys, that was not first pick. Oh, I'm defeated.
This is just gonna be like high school again.
Just
Yeah,
like
yeah.
backyard dodgeball where you get
Yeah,
three
you know.
points every time.
You come out as the MVP.
Here's why.
I'll take Jay.
Take Wes.
They're literally picking order.
Looks like
Yeah.
All right, I'll take Rat Poison.
Oh, it is like.
I
high
have a
school.
feeling I know where I'm going.
Don't
pick
pick like high school again.
Don't do it.
I'm gonna take my book.
I want to put Animus on my team just so I can see him battle half, but I don't know.
Uh-oh, that'd be a bad anime battle.
All right.
It'd be the best anime battle.
Stutas, what's your pick?
I'll take Wild Heart.
Combo breaker.
Yeah, highest numbers win, I guess.
I'm just gonna keep going straight down the list. I'll take Animus.
Yay!
Oh no.
Half you're gonna lose now. You suck.
Uh-oh.
I'll take Herbie.
And I'll take Mac.
Yeah,
last.
Let's go.
That's our MVP.
Got Mac.
I have a
Stutas,
very
not super
Nobody's
important,
expecting
but
anything from me.
The best gamer.
Low expectations are the best expectation.
There you go.
Guys, I had a very complex process that I went through for choosing my teammates. I just want you all to know you went through a very rigorous selection process called the order of the list.
10 out of 10.
It's an ancient Buddhist monk technique for their backyard dodgeball games in the temple.
When you picked me, there was no list.
No, that's not true. I picked you over Trips, Mac. Don't you belittle
So
yourself.
touched.
Trips has to be the kid who sits out because nobody likes him.
Ooh.
Oh.
It's okay,
Wow.
Trips. I like you a little bit.
Burned him. A nice one. 10 out of 10.
Top
the
10
ice
anime
pack.
burns.
Top 10, 10. Top.
Top 10 of the top 10 of the best.
all right, check your mentions. It's going to be a draft. So Nazarian's team, you guys can drop down into the second channel.
Gotcha.
Alrighty.
Remember that it's the last three maps that are remaining. We're going to play out of those three.
Got a book.
Is everyone ready?
I am.
It says press
I'm
when
We
ready.
gotta, we gotta do the draft.
I'm waiting for who else is dropping down.
I think it's Buddy.
All right, I'm gonna hop out.
I'm
Good
gonna
luck,
wait
guys.
for Desire. See you.
That's
All right. Now that all that chaos is done, let's see if we can get this draft going. You're going to be seeing a little bit different of a map draft than last time. We did go ahead and say that probably the last three of the draft will be the games that we're going to be playing out of, just to make it a little bit better so we don't have to draft after every single game. Route 66, Hanamura, Kings Row, all coming out. I do think that we're going to be seeing, what else? Eichenwald gone, Volskaya Industries gone, Nambani gone. And what else are we looking at? Everyone is going to be taking their time, it looks like. Let's see if we can get Cheesecake in here. Cheesecake. Alrighty.
Hello.
What's going on, man?
I'm back from work. Yeah,
Awesome.
fun stuff.
That's the draft we got going on. If you want to take a look at it, we're about in the middle of it right now. They're taking their time.
Oh, okay. So they like take it to the max limit.
Oh yeah, they're waiting until the last second to pick. How we have it running, instead of last week we had it every game we would do a draft, but we're just gonna go ahead with the last 3 maps are gonna be the maps we're gonna be playing on.
Gotcha.
So we do actually still see Eichenwald, Nambani, and
They're all fancy.
Temple of
like.
Away.
Like you've done this before. Or
Temple of
something, man.
Anubis. Oh yeah. I'm surprised that we see Anubis, Eichenwald, and we have 3 control point maps. I'm not going to allow that, actually. That would be really stupid.
I'm actually surprised at some of the bands that they have there. Saying Route 66 is the first band for Stutas's team. I guess they don't like Oasis.
Oh, wow. Okay, we're starting on Temple of Anubis, Lijiang Tower, followed by Ilios.
Alrighty then. This will be very interesting.
All right, give me 1 second. I'm going to hop up, make sure everybody understands that.
Gotcha.
All right,
Like,
we're
I'm
done
on
with
the
the
website.
draft. So we're done with the draft because it's the last 3, and I know it's not given that on the website, but that's what we decided. So
Oh.
Temple of Anubis, Lijiang, Ilios.
Down to the bottom.
Alright.
It's like the last one that's left is the one
Okay.
to play first.
Yeah. So what we're gonna do is it's out of Temple of Anubis, Ilios, and Lijiang, and then yes, whatever you guys ban is gonna be the first map. Whatever you guys don't ban.
Oh, okay. Well, they're banning right now, I think.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, so we're gonna start on Temple of Anubis. Let me know when you guys are ready. I'm gonna hop back down.
Ready?
Alright.
Yeah,
So does everyone know the rules and we're all
Yep.
set up to go?
You got some sick music going on in the background, man.
You do?
No, you do.
Oh, well. I mean, blame rat poison / gymmables. No updates? Nah, I'm good.
Alrighty.
So we said we were doing Temple of Anubis, Lijiang Tower, and then Ilios?
Correct.
Wow.
Now entering the Temple of Anubis.
I'm surprised because Temple of Anubis is the same as Volskaya Industries. It's very typically a draw map. Something that instantly kind of
Yeah,
makes me question them.
I'm questioning why they banned the way that they did.
I would have thought control points would have been more liked out here, especially since it gives a little more bragging rights.
Yeah, I'm actually Route 66, Hollywood, and Kings Row didn't even make it really far at all.
Mm-hmm.
All right, guys.
Some
Well,
interesting team
now that we
comps
are
here.
actually getting
Guess
started,
I probably should wait a second in case we have stream snippers.
now we should be pretty good. It's just an in-house.
Oh,
But
okay. Just an in-house. It's nothing important.
But now that we are getting started,
I'm liking that rock there
welcome
by
you guys
Kurzweil.
to the
liking
second
that
week
new rockin'-
of the Lion's Den in-house.
new rockin' stuff
If you guys do
there.
want to participate, we did have a bunch of entries that started off, but unfortunately not too many
The Animus pick, I don't think anybody's
people
surprised
showed
there.
up.
I think
So
that's
we
to be
did have to
expected.
pull in a few extras. If you guys do want to join, just try and find any of the Lion's Den gaming stuff or contact me, and I will get you guys
Two
in.
very interesting team comps. I'm not sure how the Tracer pick's gonna work.
Yeah. So on the blue team, we're going to be seeing Anna, Winston, Diva, Tracer, a Torbjorn, and a Zen on attack, or I'm sorry, on defense, which is an interesting pick.
And then I'll finish off the red team since he started that. We're going to be seeing a Soldier, Genji, Zarya, Ana, Reinhardt, and Lucio. And I think if we're going just by team comps, I think the red team's got a major advantage here. Just because of that Reinhardt there, and they have 2 picks now.
Yeah, I am seeing a lot more Winston from Half recently, just from playing with him and in the last in-house. So I think he's going to bring a lot on the defense, actually. As long as
he's
he's not,
definitely trying there, but he's trapped by these 2 supports there.
as long as he's not focused out.
But as he's back there trying to focus down the 2 supports, everyone else on his team kind of died off, and everyone else kind of disappeared too. So Harvey back there is kind of doing some damage, just sitting back there doing Zenyatta things. And we have a switch now from Genji to Pharah. I don't know about you, but I like the pick, especially with the Torbjorn out here. Just a little more harassment.
Yeah, Rigby's kind of having a hard time. He's asked to hide from this Discord pretty much most of the time.
He does, but at the same time, if he's mostly worried about a Discord orb, that's the least of his worries. Turret goes down. Looks like red team's just going to dominate and take this point here at this point. We're down just half defending the point.
That was actually an excellent
Half
Diva
is-
bomb from Kurtz.
It was. I think he actually just saved that point there. Rigby is trying to hide from Half. He does not want any of this.
Yeah,
Rigby is
Half
hiding
knows
for
his
dear life.
games.
Rigby is hiding for dear life. He does not want any
Very
of this.
interesting sound barrier by Mac, though. I think he only hit himself +1.
I might have been a fat finger. It is Mac. Our GIF and finger master. Is Animus gonna solo this backline? Rigby's doing some damage cleaning up down there. Now if Rigby were in better position there, that could have been a really good wipe.
Yeah, but I really think Red Team's actually going to push on right now with a little bit of a rocket barrage, only leaving Stutas on the point by himself with Harvey.
And I think red team's got this first point here for sure now. I think blue team's backing off. And red team's actually got 2 ultimates here ready to push onto the second point.
They're coming up on a third as well, and Nazarian is going to have this.
Which can be a very dangerous combo, seeing a hammer down, a nano boost, and a soldier ulti. They already have a pick now. Blue team's half just dealing damage, just answering back very quickly.
Yeah, Half once again trying to get on that back line, but he just has to worry about his team being able to take out the front.
Half is doing well at his job. I like the switch there from Wes. Wes went over down to a soldier now for more frontline DPS, and Wild went over to a Reaper to kind of bust down those tanks that they do have.
Yeah, they're really having a problem with Half, at least on the second point.
He's doing a really good job of his positioning, and I'm actually kind of trying to write down some of the notes of where he's going, low-key, because this Winston here.
Yeah, there's a bunch of little spots that you can hide in that Half's kind of discovered, and it's nice to see him actually playing really well.
Yeah. It looks like Wild was trying to help there, but Rigby doesn't want none of that. Red team's got 2 picks here. Attack Visor is going to come out a little premature there. So they only take out 1 with that Attack Visor, but there's enough there on the point.
Oh, wow.
I think they have it.
Yeah, they're pushed up. They don't even notice what's going on here.
That was a very good backline cap. They got 2 ticks right there. Wes is answering back with his Attack Visor. Mac again only getting 2 people, himself and the Ana with a sound barrier.
Yeah. Half actually popping Rage right now. See if he can take out a few people, at least scatter
Looks like
them.
a soldier got nano boosted, but he doesn't have ulti. Wild kind of hiding in the back line, just doing Reaper things. Nazarian has his ult up again already. There's 2 down.
This is going to be all she wrote for this
And
round.
I think we're going to see 2 caps here. Half looks like he's the last man standing, but
Yeah,
he's
that was
down.
really unfortunate. They were holding pretty strong, and then they just rushed in with 3 people.
I think they were trying to follow Half's lead, but I think the issue being Half was trying to just backline harass, but when everybody else overextended, after a couple picks, they were just kind of stuck there.
Okay. So what did we see? We saw 1 minute left on the timer after first point. So
Yeah, about 1 minute left after first point. Yeah, about that. Sounds about right. I don't know.
I'm almost certain. Yeah, I'm almost certain. I was just
You're in
repeating
charge.
it. So I would have said that they just need to stall out, but really, the blue team did actually a pretty good job at stalling out. They just kind of hiccuped on the second point.
Yeah, they really did. I feel kind of what hurt them is on this first point, they can't do that overextending that they did on that second point, which ended up leading to them losing, was getting 2 people picked off and then a third, and then 3 people from the red team just kind of backline capped while everyone else was doing whatever they were kind of doing.
Yeah, red team really needs to be on the lookout, though, because both Half and Stutas are very good at their positions on a dive, so they could cap this first point extremely fast.
They could, and especially with the pick from Wild here as well, I think that's really going to help them. So for blue team, we are seeing a Genji, a Winston, a Roadhog, an Ana, Tracer, and a Lucio.
And on the defense, we have a Genji, Hanzo, Zarya, Mercy, Reinhardt, and a Lucio. A pretty standard team, maybe other than the Hanzo?
Even then, I'm kind of questioning the Hanzo choice, but he's getting quite a bit ult charge here already. He's already at 30-some%.
Oh, what a nice hook.
Yep. Actually, I like this
Down
job
goes
by
the
Wild
Mercy.
Heart.
Half's doing his job almost perfectly, and they
They're
get the
just
Lucio
going
as well.
right here on the point. And an instant switch off that Hanzo over to a Bastion, and a switch off Mercy to a Zenyatta here for the red team.
Yeah, they're going to look to cheese this last point because they lost the first one way too early.
I feel the problem with their cheese is even then, they don't have a lot of sustainability from their supports. As much as I like playing a Zenyatta and a Lucio, those are probably my 2 favorite supports. The 2 of them don't heal a lot for their team.
No, not at all.
The only good thing is Rigby back for playing Bastion, but with Stutas on Genji, even though he just got picked here, that's could be deadly.
Yeah, I don't know how much pressure Half's going to give with Discord and a Bastion.
I don't know if he'll be able to do much here.
Wow. Harvey peaking at the exact wrong time, unfortunately.
And here we see Animus is patented. I'm Reinhardt, nobody else plays Reinhardt. strategies. I think we're seeing trickling coming in now from the blue team.
Yeah, they're waiting. It looks like they're waiting, grouping up now.
Yeah. But even if they group up with the ult combos here from the red team, I don't see how they can survive.
Really, Wildheart needs to get in and take out the Bastion, and then they should be able to follow up pretty nicely.
They should. That would be really nice. Looks like Naz pop Genji ult only gets one. But with a pick on Harvey, that's an ult that they would have really liked.
Now's their chance. They took out Nazarian. Rigby needs to go down as well, and they should be able to clean up.
There goes Wild. That's a double pick. Yep. And they're gonna try to stop Stutos, but he's still gonna get one pick there. But Animus doesn't want none of that Genji blade.
Yeah, down goes the Bastion.
This kind of just looks like even trading at this point. No one's really getting much of an advantage. Animus might have just gone a little too deep, but he's not going to get punished for it. Picks off Harvey again.
I mean, we have one ult to almost 4 on blue team.
Yeah, that don't know
That's
how
gonna
much
be a problem.
the Roadhog ult will help though, because we see 2 ults that can just push people away.
Primal Rage out, as well as a sound barrier, double sound barrier.
And Bastion's already been picked off by Wildheart.
Half's doing a good job pinning these two down in the dark corridor.
Oh, and they're shutting down that Genji ult from Nazarian, but he's still going to keep it. They didn't wait long enough to kill him. But with Bastion back, he's kind of contesting that point enough. And we're seeing double Genji ults. Sven getting 1, he getting 2. Rigby ends up taking him out though.
You know, unfortunately, we kept seeing from blue team this one person's in, does a bunch of damage, one person's out. They kept, unfortunately, they didn't jump in all at the same time.
And we're seeing Stutos is switching over to a Pharah now.
Yeah, and Half picks up his, main Reinhardt. It's going to be a little bit more stable for him.
I think what else would help is a switch off the Tracer over to something like a Soldier or a Reaper at this point. Especially with the fact that they having Bastion as a hit scan and Zenyatta, that's gonna do something to kind of help take the pressure off of Pharah getting gunned down every 2 seconds. And down goes Stutos.
Rigby's in a very interesting position.
I'm curious how he got up there.
But he died. Wow, what a
triple ult from Wildheart. I take back everything I said about that Tracer swap.
That might have, if they can clean this up.
Rigby's up.
Down goes Rigby again.
And just tries to hammer down. He doesn't really get anybody in it. And now we're seeing Half. Animus is trying to take out Half, and Half says, "There's a reason I earned this golden war axe."
And Rigby's going to go down pretty quickly here. And we might see a game unless Rat Poison can get in. He does for a couple seconds.
He does.
Mac dancing around on the Lucio.
Damn. So both teams finished almost exactly at the same time.
Yeah, that seemed a little bit one-sided on the Stutos side, but that second point took him a long time.
Their dive comp definitely made issues for that first point. That second point, they still tried to stick with the dive comp, and it didn't work. And I think they tried it for too long, and they just kept trickling in. But with the time left, we have Reds. Do we have Red attacking first or Blue?
Red will be attacking first.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they have the least amount of time, so that's how you know.
Yeah. Well, it's good to know for future reference. Anyways, the red team actually has 2:23 to capture this first point. The blue team will have 2:37, so not too much of a time difference here, but 14 seconds can mean a whole lot here.
I really wonder if Nazarian's going to keep on this Orisa.
It's an interesting pick.
I just think they keep trolling us, to be honest.
It definitely could be, but I'm more curious to see if this pick from Rigby stays. So I guess I'll take the red team since we're talking about it more. We have an Orisa, a Widowmaker, an Ana, Genji, Reinhardt, and a Lucio.
Yeah, and over on the blue D, we see a more standard lineup. We have a 76, Reinhardt, Hog, Ana, Mercy, and a D.Va. So a triple tank comp.
And with the triple tank, they did pick probably the 2 strongest supports right now at the moment with Ana, Mercy.
So the Orisa did stick for Nazarian. They're going to be able to sit in this little cove a little bit if they can keep the shields up.
And Rigby at Widow has already picked off Wes. And there goes the Mercy as well. Rigby's doing some work down there as Widowmaker. Wow.
Rat Poison actually barely escapes with 2 health. He's going for the large health back in the back.
I don't know how he's going to get to it with Stutos hanging out there, but there's a chance. Mac getting a final blow. I think that's his first.
Nazarian keeping a pretty strong front line underneath that bridge, actually, and Animus from behind.
I really actually like that combo, knowing Animus is going to stay on Reinhardt this entire time.
Wow, what
Rigby's
a halt.
getting 2 there.
I don't know if you actually saw that, but Nazarian landed a halt in the corner into Animus' swing, and he was able to swing at both of them.
I actually completely missed that part and was watching that kill feed as Rigby's just picking off people left and right here. And there goes another pick for Rigby. This Widowmaker pick's really paying off for them.
Yeah, I mean, if you can make it work, it does help. Rat Poison in the back line taking out the Mei.
Wow.
And actually 1v1ing Wildheart on the Mercy.
But I think he's going to finish. He's going to die here in a second.
Wow.
There he goes. Wildheart finally says enough of you.
Nice shatter by half. He landed on 3, but nobody to follow up, unfortunately.
Yep. Animus was in their backline, so they were more focused on taking him down. Half kind of just got super baited there into using his charge. Nazarian trying to stay alive, and Half's just toying with him.
Yeah, Half going a little bit ham, does get slept.
But he's got 2 supports on him right now, so I'd probably be a little bit of that toying state right now, too. There's Stutos. Stutos is just trying to take down Rigby now. He doesn't want that Widowmaker hanging out. And I think that's the right choice from him. And 20 seconds here, they got to get on this point. Rigby switches over to Tracer.
With the way that they updated the percentages, this doesn't have to be a draw anymore. They need to clean out the point for at least a couple percentage.
Here comes Animus, the Mei wall. Perfect. Alright. There we go.
Interesting interaction.
Half just getting a great ult. Animus. Here comes Rat Poison.
Rat Poison taking out 2.
Not 2. But they're not quite getting any percentage yet.
Yeah, unfortunately not.
Yep. And there's that.
Alright, so Stutos' team, the blue team, does need to get any percent on the last point, and they will win.
Switching sides.
Now here I think they're trolling us with the double turret defense.
Yeah, I highly doubt that's going to be a thing unless they run all the way out of spawn.
We're going triple turrets.
Well, really, if the red team does protect the first point really well, they can win it.
Sorry, people are apparently messaging me.
It's an interesting stall comp that we have going on, really.
It is a very interesting stall comp. Unfortunately, I think if they really wanted to capitalize on this, I feel... I'll let you go over the stall comp, and I'll go over the offense one, and I'll add my 2 cents in a second.
So for the red team, we have a Symmetra, a Torbjorn, Zarya, Reinhardt, Lucio, and I did miss the Bastion going on at the first time.
And then on the blue team, I think kind of a semi-more standard comp with a Genji, a Reinhardt, a Roadhog, an Ana, a Tracer, and a Lucio. So I say kind of more standard, but they don't really have frontline DPS on their side aside from a Roadhog.
Nope, but oh, Animus, what a nice
Animus.
charge.
Animus getting 2 there with that charge, might go 3. So Stutos kind of just realizing his mistakes there. I feel like for the stalling defense, as much as everyone probably knows as I enjoy playing Torbjorn, I feel like Mei would have been much better for them as far as the stalling would have gone. So as far as that, if they did that, I don't know how the blue team would have to respond to beat it. I like the Pharah switch from Stutos though, giving them a little more DPS.
If they can get a teleporter up here soon from Nazarian, they should be okay, but the blue team has a lot of pressure right now, taking out 3. I'm sorry, 2. One of them was a turret.
Well, I mean, they took out the Torbjorn too, so
there's
it's
a teleporter up right now.
Perfect.
See if they notice it.
Nazarian, but he just got taken out. There goes the teleporter, it's already gone. Looks like we have a molten core Torbjorn fighting by himself.
A little too late on the teleporter.
It was just a little too late, and unfortunately, it got taken out right away because he was picked off right away as well.
Stutos
so we're seeing
up really far.
Yeah. So we're seeing Nazarian switch over from that Symmetra over to a Genji now as well. And there's a sleeping pig. Wild getting one
what
with
a
his
strong
ult.
push from blue team.
This is, oh my, I think we might see blue team win here in just a second.
They need just a point. And that's
it's
it.
over. And even a little hammer down there from half at the end.
All right. After the play of the game, we're going to head back to lobby, and then we'll be heading to Lijiang Tower.
Wildheart, I think this is going to be his triple ult here in a second.
Yeah, that was such a strong ult.
I'm actually surprised at Mac getting the most healing there in the match done. Little surprising.
Who did we lose on blue team?
We lost Rat Poison. Which is also Jungles. I say also. Why, I don't know. Well, I guess this is the end of my spectating career. It was nice knowing you while it lasted.
Unfortunately, this is exactly what happened last time. Somebody left after the first game.
Well, that's why I came along. Right?
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. I guess I'll let you move me, and I will manually move myself in voice comms. It was nice knowing you.
All right, good luck. All right. So, we are going to see Lijiang Tower on the next map. Let me just go ahead and do this. So, from the first game, we did see a lot of good play by Half pushing the back line from the Winston. We did notice that Rigby had a few interesting plays, or a few interesting picks. Excuse me. And A few other noticeable people, I believe Mac had a few flubs on Lucio, but he did decently well otherwise. Let's see if Stutas. Alright, ready. We're going to be going into game number 2 with Stutas' team up 1. Control points can be interesting because it is very much a... Even if you win the fight, you can still lose out if not everyone is paying attention to exactly who's on the point, what is going on, and the ebb and flow of people coming from spawn, people being on point. If you do not clear the point fast enough, if it's like an elongated fight, you can have people coming back from spawn to end up you losing because you don't have enough sustained healing. And Lijiang Tower is probably one of the better maps. Maybe one of the best control point, at least, in my opinion. Over on the red team, as long as we don't see any swaps, we're going to see a McCree, Reinhardt, Hog, Ana, Junkrat, and a Lucio. And on the blue team, we're going to be seeing a 76 Genji, Winston, Mercy, Reinhardt, and Lucio. Interesting picks from both teams. Gonna see where both teams actually push in. It looks like blue team's going main, while red team is actually going white room. Blue team Reinhardt, Animus is pretty far out by himself, 1v1ing a Junkrat. I wonder what his team is saying about this. Half able to charge out J-Swan, taking him out almost completely solo, it looked like. But Rigby and his triple squad with Mac on the back end. Stutas taking out the 76. Animus finally joining the party. 1v4, it looks like. He might be able to take out one with a few swings, but it doesn't look like you're going to do too much. Red team is going to be able to capture the point finally, and they just need to secure this point for a while, and they will be almost as good as gray. J-Swan taking a lot of damage. It actually looks like J-Swan might be lagged out right now. Alright. I did that on my own just because I noticed that J-Swan was staring into a corner, and I do want to keep everything okay. Tactical necessity. Rigby on the back line, he has said why, because he was actually in the middle of a sword.
I'm capturing the objective.
My ultimate is in charge. Move up at my position.
Let's get you healed up.
Come out and face me.
Double charge, right, actually. Half and Animus. A nice hammer down coming down. And a boost. Half coming in. We're going to be able to take out the Animus and Nazarian, actually, all in one. Rigby on the back line. Looks like Kurtz is going to go for him. Half now going after Commander Cheesecake. And the Mac, only the two supports left. Mercy does go down. Rigby on the back line. Let's see if they can actually take out the Rig. Nice shatter coming out from Animus, and a blade coming out. Rigby taking out 3 with a blade.
Get over here and heal up.
Red team pushing in pretty strong here once again. Blue team did waste a lot of ult on that second push. Gonna go ahead and just sway away, give them the point. Rigby on the back line, and Animus charging in, able to take out the Lucio. Animus 1v3ing, does get boosted up by the Junkrat. I think it kind of saved him, at least for a little bit. Commander Lion running away. Almost went in for a heal. Nazarian gets hooked out, but Kurt's getting almost the almost opposite effect here. Half pushing up real strong. And a res coming out, getting, I wish it would say, getting a few on that res. I did see a few golds come up. And a boost on the Reinhardt. Animus coming out, taking out actually 2 with 1 swipe. Goes down. Only J-Swan and Rigby. Max coming in from the back line. 3v3 right now. Are they able to take out? What a nice ult by Harvey. J-Swan with the whole hog. Actually takes out the tire as well. Half with a missed charge, unfortunately. Rigby taking out 2 in the back line with a blade. An interesting play by the blue team. Actually, Rigby coming out on his Genji. Both times able to clean up at least 2 or 3. Red team going in from top. They're trying to make a cheeky play, but will they be able to? Stutas makes it on point. Rigby coming right on top of him, though, with a nice slash. Healing grenade goes down. Rigby's solo right now. A few other members joining in. Animus goes down. Tactical visor on Stutas, but he's not going to be able to take out Rigby. Rigby actually takes down 2. Rigby with a deflect on Kurtz and a hook from J-Swan, being able to take out the entire red team, and that's going to be the first point. Nice showing by the blue team, actually.
1-0.
Yeah, Rigby did actually pretty well on that one.
Reinhardt, don't you think it's time you hung it up? You're not getting any younger.
Never. I will fight to my last breath. Quit screwing around and get ready to move.
Soldier 76 reporting for duty.
Alrighty. Now on the second point from the blue team, we're going to be seeing the 76 Genji, Hog, Mercy, Reinhardt, and the Lucio. I'm pretty sure it's the same exact comp that we saw on the previous map. Stutas picking up the Winston half still on the Reinhardt, Kurzweil on 76, and a Junkrat and a Zenyatta. I don't believe we saw the Zenyatta last round either. So a little bit more tankiness on the red team. I believe they had a Hog last time. They switched off that for the Winston. Blue team kind of out here on the outskirts. Red team owning the point pretty much solely by themselves. Animus does get charged and taken out by half of this team. Rigby still on the back line. Rigby doing work with this Genji. Does manage to get away, and Max giving half a little bit of trouble, but he manages to take him out. Went for a swing on his own team. Kurzweil pushing out for a little bit of damage. Red team pretty much solely securing this point. Blue team is going to be grouping up a little bit more, though, for another point, or for another push, rather. They are really split up. I don't know where they plan on coming from. They're probably just looking for a pick right now. J-Swan's pushing up pretty hard. Half misses the charge and actually gets hooked off to the side. What a weird charge. Or a weird hook, rather. I think he might have got booped by Mac. J-Swan also getting booped, and down goes West the Best. We actually saw 3 environment kills right there, and I believe Blue did lose on that trade. The rest of Blue team was pushing from behind, maybe as a little bit of a distraction. Nazarian firing from the back. He's going to get chased down by this Winston. Red team already halfway to the point. Blue has to make a push here sometime soon. They're pushing from 2 different sides. Only a few people on the point. Going to see a Tranquility coming out. Animus does miss a charge. He's in the middle of the team. Can he survive? Nice shatter. I think he only got 2 on that, but he did go down. Rigby in the back line fighting both the Zenyatta and half on the Winston. And Wildheart with a nice tire. Red team able to hold this one out, do a little bit of healing from the grenade as well as Zenyatta. We do not have... Oh, Wes actually on the Ana is coming back from the spawn, so... And Rigby went ahead and switched over to the Pharah. Pharah being very strong on this map, but I'm surprised he switched off after such a good showing on Genji. I guess they kind of called his card, so he decided that enough was enough. He wasn't going to try to push the envelope. Audio by Mac, and a ult by Half. Half going for the boop around by everyone, but blue team actually does seem to own the point right now. A lot of people going down for red, and Half the only one surviving out here. Blue does go ahead and take it at 99%. This is the swing that they needed, but not the swing that they wanted, at least from red team.
My ultimate is charging.
Maybe that switch on Rigby did do a lot.
Get stabilized.
Gonna see the pharmacy coming out as well. Nice strong duo. It had been for a while, but we see it in and out now again. Unfortunately, we have the custom game bug right now going on. Entire red team pushing in from white room. Stutosh pushing up on the Winston. Nice shatter, getting almost the entire team, taking out 3. They're pushing up to finish off, but Stutosh waiting in the corner here. Can he even make anything happen? Unfortunately not. The entire red team does get cleaned up.
Barrage ready. My ultimate is charging.
Red team really needs to just group up, save their ults. They almost have 5 ults and make one strong push. They do need to watch out for Lion though. Lion does have a res waiting. Gonna see red team push over at least a little bit. Here comes a tire. Don't know if they're gonna get anything off of it. Unfortunately not. It does get taken out at the last second. Animus from behind. And Stutosh with the Primal Rage being able to push off the blue team off the point. Animus does want his position back on here. Harvey and Kurtzwell taking out a few. And it looks like red team might clean up here. The only person left is Animus. Animus going down as well. They need to take the objective and keep Rigby off the point. Rigby does go down, and it only a few seconds left. Blue team coming in. Unfortunately, to get the Cheesecake, Cheesecake did have res waiting, and that's going to be all she wrote. Red team going to go ahead and take this second point. Very unfortunate. Cheesecake did not hit Q fast enough.
Let's keep the skies clear together. Anna checking in.
Alright, ladies and gents. Third round here on Lijiang Tower. On the blue team, we're going to see the 76, Genji, D.Va, Ana, Reinhardt, and Lucio. Stutosh pulling out the McCree. Reinhardt, Hog, Ana, Zarya, Ana, Zenyatta. So triple tank again on the red team, very nice. Kurtzwell with a nice hook, ends up only being on the D.Va. Blue team does tend to own the point a little bit. Animus charging into Africa, being able to be taken out by the rest of the red team. A few red players on point. And the only one left, I believe, is the Ana. Rigby coming in from the side, but I really don't think he's going to do much on his own. I did not even see that, but Rigby did get forced off. J-Swan still having some ping issues, but he did say he was fine, and I did give him one pause. I do not want to disrupt the game again without being requested to do so. Animus coming in again with a nice charge onto the Zarya, but he did kind of flub it, charging right into the middle of the team. Rigby on the Reaper. Decent pickup with having triple tank, but I don't think he's going to get too much done here at least. He is getting forced out. Only 40 health right now. Nazarian with the tactical visor coming out. Oh, actually being able to take out a few here. Wildheart being taken out. And the blue team actually kind of pulls it out here if they do take out the half. Half going down as well. Nice showing by the blue team being able to take that point back. West getting hooked. Does get the sleep off, but does go down as well as the McCree. Charge missed by Animus, and he's going to be in the enemy team with his team backing up, this time at least. J-Swan in pretty deep, does go down. A nice shatter, getting two. Animus does get pulled in the middle of Tranquility, and the rest of the team does go down. Now red team pushing in, actually being able to take out the Lucio and Cheesecake. It's going to be wholeheartedly a what was that half. Going to give half a little bit of a rage-inducing question mark. Red team does own the point. Anna slept and Anna ulted. Unfortunate. But I do think they happened at the same time. I was about to say I do think that it happened afterwards, but we'll give them the benefit of the doubt here. Both supports on the left-hand side, very low. Anna being taken out and Max up next. Half going in pretty deep, unfortunately does get taken out. And as we heard, Death Blossom coming up for Rigby. Let's see if he can make anything of it. Interesting play. Does not take anybody out specifically with the Death Blossom. But Harvey out back having to 1v1 the Zarya is not going to work out. Red team needs one more solid push, and they can secure a second point.
My ultimate is charging. Group up.
Grouping up front here. Receiving a little bit of poke from the blue team, but they'll be able to heal that up pretty wholeheartedly. Another bug coming out from this interesting, I will say, client. Rigby trying to push up front a little bit. Nice grab coming out. They're going to be able to take out one only with the High Noon. A boosted half. And half. The entire red team, they did waste every single ultimate other than Kurtz and Harvey will have their ultimates up here in a few seconds, but I don't think that will matter. Gonna see red team taking up the second point. All right, this is match point for both.
I'm guessing there's no chance we can take care of this quiet, is there?
Zenyatta is here. Genji is with you.
A little bit of miscommunication on the rules, I guess. For anyone watching, comp rules is a best of 5 for King of the Hill. The games are played in a best of 3. So best of 3 games, King of the Hill will always be a best of 5. That is the competitive settings that Blizzard did introduce. So, blue team, we have a 76 Rigby back on the Pharah, Zarya, Zenyatta, Reinhardt, and the Lucio. Red team is pushing on through the bridge. Nice hook. And red team real fast. McCree, Orisa, Hog, Anna, Zarya, and the Zenyatta. So interestingly enough, both teams picking up the Zarya and the Zenyatta. All right.
Enemy contact. Healing boost. You have my thanks.
Damn it.
So red team's struggling a little bit to push up here. It could be the Orisa pick on half.
Clearing the area.
Interesting pickup, I will say myself. Rigby doing a lot of AoE damage here. I don't know if he got maybe 1 or 2 direct hits, but there was a lot of cornered players with all. He already has this ultimate, being able to take out 3. What an incredible ultimate. Gonna see 4 here with half. Unfortunately not. Kurt's able to take down Rigby beforehand, but he does get killed by the other 76 with Visor going. Gonna see a change from Wildheart. Wildheart picking up the Winston, as well as Stutos picking up the Pharah. Being able to take out that, unfortunately taking out himself, but he did take out the Zenyatta pretty whole-handedly. Animus landing on 3. Half was stand your ground. Wow. Nice strong showing by the blue team, but Wildheart off on his own, trying to secure some bit of the point, but just going to be chased off, hopefully not killed.
Fire at will.
Nice grab, pushing just a little bit more pressure on the red team, almost securing the point completely. Second point going to the blue team. So we still are on match point for red team, game point for blue team. Blue team is down in the series by 1.
Up the tempo. Just like in training. Visual online.
All right, so one more marketplace game to close off the game, and if red team secures the match from the blue team, we are going to be seeing almost the same exact lineup. I wonder if they're going to choose anything differently. Stutos did change to the Genji, half changed over to the Zarya. Wildheart actually just picked up the Hog. Kurtz picked up a D.Va as well, and actually Wildheart changed in between a few tanks here. Both teams going to be pushing main. Kurtz does want to get to the point. The rest of his team is pushing pretty hard on the main. Rigby flying up a bit, trying to bait out. Oh, Rigby almost going down to Kurtz, but Rigby taking a lot of damage, a lot of just chip from Kurtz. Kurtz red team is actually able to take the point. So as long as they can hold this, they will win out the series. Rigby up top. Is anybody going to be able to deal with this? Rigby, they really don't have too much other than maybe Wes and Kurtz. Kurtz not doing too much damage, just being able to keep Pharah. We did see a pause coming out. Nazarian did leave. Rip. So unfortunately, pauses are not too much fun, but they are something we want to have in, so we do keep the fairness of it, everyone together. Ravioli, ravioli, give me the formula. Very well spoken by Rigby. So, to fill a little time here, with the teams that we're looking at right now, if Nazarian kept on, I believe he was still on 76. Yes. So, with Nazarian on 76, both the teams, 76 is okay here. He might have a lot of trouble with the barriers and shields. He does have a lot of power to actually kill Wildheart shields. The only problem is red team does not have too much to deal with Rigby, like I was talking about before. If Wes and Kurtz team up to specifically take out Rigby, it might work. Or if Rigby flubs some of his flight, it might be okay. But other than that, I do not see a way that they're going to kill Rigby. And with J-Swan and Animus actually being able to take out the entire team with their ultimates, and setting up for Rigby and Nazarian to do a lot of damage, blue team should have this. Blue team should have, at least from the team fight perspective. Stutas might be doing a lot of backline killing, and they might not be able to protect the Lucio and the Zenyatta. With the barriers, though, they should be able to. And if 76 does stay by Zenyatta and just deal a lot of long-range damage while protecting his supports, they should be okay. On the red team, though, the only issue that I see with the red team is if Stutas is not performing at max capacity. If Stutas actually isn't able to take out the supports, they have a lot of stand your ground, so now that they own the point, they will have a lot of ability to hold the point. If they ever lose the point, I'm afraid that they won't be able to push back into it. They don't have too much killing capability unless Half is able to charge his self-shield or shield in general, unless he's able to charge his beam very well. What are they going to do? They do have the... I mean, if other than that, if Half is able to charge his left mouse button enough, and Wes and Stutas keep getting good ultimates, they might be able to push in with a Ana-Boost Blade barrier. Yeah, they might be able to push in with that, but I really think that they're going to try to hold on to this right now. This is their shot. And a little bit of information from the chat. If you are not reading, we are seeing Nazarian come back right now, so it shouldn't be too much longer. I do actually want to see... Boop. That's a cool screenshot. It is. Interestingly enough, the music does stop when... Yeah, the music stops when you pause. So we have this awkward silence going on. Kekistan. What? I think that's actually from... Is Kekistan? No, it's... Never mind. I was going to say I think that's from Borat, but I think that's completely wrong. I think they just mean Kek as in LOL. Not my trips. Got him.
My ultimate is charging.
There we go. Nazarian is back in the game. So unfortunate for blue team, but things do happen. They actually got a pause from earlier from when J-Swan was down and was able to take the first point pretty whole-handedly. I don't think that affected things too much, as Rigby did get a lot of kills with his Dragon Blade off of that. On the black back line, though, speaking of Rigby, Rigby is 1v1ing this Genji, and it's a little bit back and forth mix. He was able to get Transcendence actually a little bit up in healing. Blue team taking out 2 so far. Could they clean up Stutas? Rigby taking out another. A little bit of back and forth. Blue team clearing up the point. Only one left is Rigby. Push in a little bit. Nope. Blue team was actually able to secure the point. A nice Graviton followed by a Diva Bomb. Diva Bomb actually taking out 2 as well. Stutas with 1. Nazarian being chased off. Being chased by Stutas. Stutas might be able to actually take him out.
My ultimate is fully charged. Get in. My ultimate is charging.
Red team only need 20% more for the entire match to be going through. Blue team pushing up front. Stutas coming around back. Stutas almost does have his ultimate. Stutas with a blade, able to take out 1. Oh, not able to actually secure out the Nazarian. Nazarian taking out 2 so far. Just missed. Animus actually just missed. Anna boosted on the Reinhardt half. Able to take out. Red team is clearing up the point here. They need to deal with Nazarian. Nazarian actually doing a lot of damage here. He's doing a little bit of avoidance. And Rigby's the only one they have to deal with left. Nice Transcendence coming out. Red team need to clear up the point, or blue team. This is the match deciding fight right now. A nice Shatter coming out, only taking out 1. It looks like Rigby actually able to take out 3, and blue team's gonna secure the point for now. They have a long way to go. Red team sitting on 1, almost 2 ults.
My ultimate is almost ready.
I'll keep you here.
A lot happening right now. Blue Rigby actually able to take out 3 in the back line. Nice showing by Rigby. And Nazarian cleaning up the rest. Nazarian came back with a vengeance. Red team struggling to push back in. They did not have any ults to deal with. Half does now have a Grav. Wildheart with a Shatter. Kurtz with a Diva Bomb, and Anna with a ult. They almost have the Lucio as well. So they do have a lot to deal with the blue team. Blue team only has the Visor going on right now. They almost have a Transcendence. They need to take out this Grav. Nice going on. Nice Shatter into a Diva Bomb. Diva Bomb taking out 3. And that might be all she wrote. Nazarian coming in. They're going to try to deal with Nazarian out front. He's being pushed out and only a few more seconds left. And that is going to be the game. And the match. Rigby did a very, very strong showing this game on pretty much all of his characters. All right. So I'm going to close this out real fast. Again, thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for tuning in. Like I said in the beginning, if you guys do want to get into the in-house league, just join the Lions Den Discord. Get either a hold of myself or anyone you see in the videos. I'm pretty sure you'll be able to grab onto an invite. And we will see you guys hopefully next week. Thanks again.